All right. It's algo time, man. Data structures and algorithms time. Daily problem. Oh, snap. Hold on. I ain't ready. What the heck? I am not ready. Hold on. I will soon be ready. Are we ready? All right, here we go, man. Here we go, for real. Daily problem. Minimum cost to convert string, part 1. You are given two zero-index strings, source and target, both of length n and consisting of lowercase English letters. You are also given two zero-index character arrays, original and changed, and an integer array, cost, where cost I represents the cost of changing the character original I to the character changed I. You start with the string source. In one operation, you can pick a character x from the string and change it to the character y at a cost of z if there exists any index j, such that cost j is equal to z, original j is equal to x, and change j equal to y. Return the minimum cost to convert the string source to the string target using any number of operations. If it is impossible to convert source to target, return -1. Note that there may exist indices ij such that original j equal original I and changed j equal changed I. Steven Sagiball, what's happened? You're the rich man. I'm not as rich as you, man. You got youth on your side. I don't got that. How you doing, man? What's poppin'? What's this daily problem talking about? So we gotta move from this to this, and what do these mean? That are these like, who knows? Fallen Learns, how you doing? Welcome. Original and changed. Cost I represents the cost of changing the character to the character changed. I see. So these are like our edges, and there's a cost to each edge, and we gotta change everything. I can do this, man. 100%. I can do this problem. I think it's a graph problem that's basically asking us to. What is it asking? What does this note mean? Let me think about that. There may exist indices ij such that the original j is equal. That means we might have like c and c. That means there's duplicate edges. Is that what they're saying? Duplicate edges with different costs. Dumpy Dawn, welcome to the party. You missed Tuesday's LeetCode stream? Yeah, my bad, man. I guess it was Monday for me. But but don't worry about that. We're here now. We're here now. Are you doing the daily problem, Dumpy Don? What's up? Alright, change value at index 1 from B to C, cost 5. Yeah, it's kind of like doing... Are we just doing Dijkstra's on each thing? A single source to the target. And these are edges. And there is... Each path is weighted. Right? Or is that overkill, man? Is Dijkstra overkill? Nah, not for such. Problem number 3000, man. We can do it. Let me think. Do we even need Dijkstra's, man? Why wouldn't we need Dijkstra's? It's a single source pathfinding from source to target. I mean, each character is a single source, right? And the adjacency list is there. Each edge has a weight of cost, and we just want the shortest path. So we run that on each thing, and we add up all of the shortest paths to the target. But if we can't make it there, we should just return -1. Alright, let's implement. Let's create a room of mediums after this until more people will join the stream. After this, I might do the virtual contest. And then maybe we do elite rooms after that. Or maybe do the elite rooms first and then the virtual. We'll see. Let me just try and solve this. It's been a while since I implemented a Dijkstra's or anything really. But I'm pretty sure that's how we solve it. So the first thing I'd want to do is create my adjacency list. And that's mapping these characters. There's an edge with a cost. How do you do adjacency list in Dijkstra's thing again? Yeah, how do we do that? Do I just do vector pair? Wait, using... Should I use pair int? I don't know, man. No, or it should be pair char int. PCI. And then... What should I call this? Edges? Or should I use like a map here? I guess I could use well, let me think. It's tripping me up. I could use a map for sure, and it would not trip me up because I just map each character to all the edges that it could be. Otherwise, I'm going to map it. I'm trying to think of how to use just a vector 26 size since it's all lowercase. And I think it's just vector PCI, man. And we call this thing adjacency list, and it's of size 26. And then now let's iterate over something. Is that original? Yeah, vector chars original and changed and cost. Alright, so then that means there's an edge. Source is that. Destination is changed. And cost is an int. Right? And then it's just... How do I do that, man? Portnoy, what's happened? Algos tonight, yeah. Am I tripping, man? Should this be a vector vector? Why am I making it so hard for myself, man? That way it's like source, pushback. How should I sort them? Or should I even sort them? I just want... I guess I'll put the destination first, then the cost. I'm not even sorting them right. Man, I forget how to code. That's the problem. How do you do Dijkstra's again? I need a priority queue, right? It's been like 6-7 months since I coded up Dijkstra's. Alright, first of all, I know this for sure. We need distances, right? Let's see. Cost is up to 1 million. Size 26. Int max. Am I doing this right? I don't think so. I think, actually... Hold on. I feel like I got it. I'm getting tripped up over some nonsense in my head. We need the prior... Wait. First, I guess what we need to do is... We need to go through... the source. Each character in the source. Oh, Leet Whale, what's happening? How you doing? You come here to watch me struggle on these problems. Yeah, that's why y'all are here. So, alright, each character, so it's like... we want to go from source to target. This is our adjacency list. And then we gotta be like... this is where we'll start our priority queue, I guess. And what will it be? PCI? But then, okay. Maybe it should be int to char in this priority queue. Because we want it to sort on the first thing, which is the distance. The char would be, you know, the thing. Hamdy1010, what's happening? How you doing? Do you do the contest from this last weekend yet? Nah. I'm just doing the daily problem. I will do the virtual contests after, maybe. I'm just trying to remember how to do things. Maybe this is where I create my distances vector. Size 26, we'll set that to int max. But we're gonna set our source to 0, which means the distances at source I is equal to 0 because that's where we start. And then we gotta push into our priority queue. We want to push not A, source I, right? And then we can kick off Dijkstra's here while there's something in our priority queue. Wait, what else do we need in Dijkstra's? Do we need anything else? I don't even know, man. I think that's okay. Alright, so how does Dijkstra's work? We look in our priority queue, we take the next element. How do you do that? What's in our priority queue? A pair of char. It's actually PIC now. It's not PCI. So it's PIC. Now I have to change all these dang PCIs. Arik! Hey, Arik, I saw you say, like, earlier when I was streaming, man. I saw you say bye right after I ended. I was like, oh dang, I missed a week. Where's the vibe coding? Vibe coding is in the daytime, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's when the vibe coding's happening. And man, I'm having a real good time vibe coding. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like making way more progress than I thought I would be. Vibe coding is so fun. That's what I'm saying, Arik. I'm having so much fun, and like, I'm pretty excited. I don't code anymore. Hey, I only LeetCode. I only LeetCode and vibe code, man. I don't do any other types of code, man. Like, what's the point? You know? Have you heard about BPM and ECM specialization? I've never heard of anything like that, man. What are you even talking about? Beats per minute? ECM? What could it be? You can't just use those acronyms without telling us, man. Wait, what are we doing? So this is like distance, and this is our node. Business process management and enterprise content management. Is that what we do? Like, that's how we get to the next level of vibe coding? I gotta study some business process management. Hey, maybe. I don't know. Hey, Arik, what are you building with vibe coding? Are you building like poker bots? Or gambling bots? Or something? What am I doing? Just working mostly. Dang. You got a job these days? It's crazy. Hey, I'm like you now, Arik. Well, I'm like you when you were unemployed for an extended period of time. Except I just started my journey. Just started my unemployment journey, man. And it's... yeah, those goo gains. Yeah, it's been alright, man, so far. A job in this economy? Gopher Tech, welcome to the party. Hey, how do you do Dijkstra's for real? So it's like, I get to the node. This is the distance so far, and then I gotta go through all my edges. So how are we gonna do that? For every pick in that's paired int char in our adjacency list node. So we're gonna go through all of those, and we're gonna see if we should visit. So actually it's a pick, so that means we can, I forget what do you call this when you you know, turn the pair into new cost or whatever cost, and destination. Did you pre-retire? I don't know what you mean by that. Maybe. ATVM, how are you doing? How has it been getting back into LeetCode after the break? Hey, I'm still trying to, like, obviously I'm struggling because I don't even know how to implement Dijkstra's off the top of my head without thinking. I think, you know, when I'm like feeling real good about LeetCode and stuff, I'm like implementing Dijkstra's without even thinking about anything. Destructuring, Leetwell, maybe that's what it's called, this thing, destructuring. I can just destructure the pair int char like that, and I can be like, new distance is equal to dist plus cost, and then if that distance is less than what we already got, or less than equal to. I'm not sure. I'm gonna put less than. This from where the destination, then we should probably visit that node, right? And how do we visit that? We put it into the queue. So we're gonna put into our queue our new distance and our destination node, and then we're gonna update our distances thing. Like that, I think, right? Is there like some like short circuit I can do here where it's like if distances of the current node is less than or equal, or I'm gonna just put if it's less than, no. Yeah, if that's less than that, then we should just continue because this is already a bad path. Now related to vibe coding, I think I heard about them from a friend, started working in these things and told me BPM is for automation, but with low code, and ECM is like an archiving solution, but also low code. So thought about asking you if you know any info about them. Yeah, this is the first time I'm ever hearing anything about those things. The only thing I can think of is deserialize, destructure. Yeah, I think it's destructure, man. I think that's the terminology for this. Alright. Is this Dijkstra's? Is that it? Am I missing anything? And then at the end of that, it would be like what are we looking at? Source and then target. So it'd be target I. So it'd be like if this of target I is equal to int max, that means we can't make it there, and we should just return -1. Otherwise, we can start to just add something to our ants, like that. That's what I'm thinking, man. In C++, it looks like it's called structured binding. Alright, good to know, because I like this technique a lot, man. Alright, should I eyeball my Dijkstra's? I'm feeling pretty good, but you never know, right? Especially my adjacency list feels a little bit wonky. Urinator, what's happened? Simon, I haven't practiced in 4 months, man. Hate being rusty. I'm kind of like in the same boat as you, man. Hey, check out my profile. Look at all this darkness from basically from the end of June. I haven't done shit, man. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months almost. So I'm real rusty right now. Super duper rusty, man. I'm trying to remember how to do Dijkstra's. That's how rusty I am. But I'm feeling this. I'm just gonna run it. I'd be surprised if it worked. Yeah, I thought so. How come we can't? Oh, come on, man. Come on. Should I just change that to costs? Because I do it here too. Alright, let's see. All the Amazon employees are grinding. Hey, anyone work at Amazon here? Or used to work at Amazon? I saw that. What did it say? Like 16,000 people get laid off or something? I don't know too much. Who's up to date on that info? Hey, where did I mess up? Where did I mess up here, man? It's like, what does this even mean? It means I'm going out of bounds somewhere? Who knows? I'm gonna just comment out everything and see if it runs. I got laid out for taking one too many free bananas. Come on, man. That can't be true. Alright, let's see now. Let's see now. Oh, we're still good. Alright, let's see now. Let's see now. I'm just trying to find out what's causing my runtime error. Node minus A. That looks alright, yeah. Alright, let me put this in there too. Oh, it must be something in here, yeah? Alright, one more time. One more time. Oh yeah, what's in here that's wrong? Distances, destination minus A. That's probably okay, right? Distances, destination minus A. Adjacent to this node minus A. Those seem okay, man. This is crazy talk. Anyways, I just read about that 3 hours ago. Some layoffs are gonna happen. It was like a leaked email or something. Hey, what did I just do? Digital Drummer J, how you doing? Welcome. Alright, something here ain't right, man. But I can't see it. Is it because I have the cost and distances swapped? Come on. Jesus Christ. No, that's not true. That was right. It's up here that it should change. Alright, now I think we're good. I need to uncomment out all my junk when I was looking for where the bug was. Alright, now let's see for real. I'm going to filter on zero track for 2500 plus and punish myself. Man, you're crazy. I didn't know you're that good. That you can just roll up 4 months later and hit 25s. Come on, man. Time limit exceeded. Why is this so slow? Why would this be slow, man? Let me look at the constraints again. Hey, what's happening? Herman says, how you doing? And Sonny Johnson, welcome, welcome. Why is it slow? Why is my Dijkstra sucks? I am not too sure, but I am trying to figure it out. I would think this is fast enough. Like, I'm using all the tricks, man. Adjacency list is a vector. Using pair, int, char things. I'm continuing if it's not good enough. Like, I don't even, a short circuit. Is it because... Let me see. Could have a lot of characters, man. Is it because I'm creating this like every time? Is there some way that we can cache our results instead of always calculating Dijkstra's? Yes, right? Because the adjacency list is the same throughout. So maybe before running Dijkstra's, I should... Oh, you know what? Maybe I can do that by just having a crazy distances. Instead of, I'm gonna do a vector. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna do a vector distances. And this is gonna be like a distance from each character to each character, right? 26. All right, vector int 26 int max. Yeah, I think this will make it a lot faster. So now we're gonna hit the distances like shit. How are we gonna hit those distances? What do? Do I put the source and the source equals 0 like that? I think so. That's saying distance from source to source is 0 because we're already there. And then now I gotta hit them with the source like that. Does that make sense? Let me think. I think this is a bug if I did it. Let me think, man. What am I doing, man? I trip myself up sometimes. So what's tripping me up is if I set this to 0 and I come here and my distance, this is, so these both will be 0. Alright, so it will still be alright then, because that's 0, right? I'm gonna just try it. I'm gonna just try it and see what's up. Oh, that should not be source, actually. This should be node, right? Because that's our source here. No. It should be our source. And that should be that. I'm confusing myself. But I'm gonna try it anyways. Why do you choose to run Dijkstra from each character in source instead of pre-computing all 26 shortest paths at once? Because I don't know how to solve this problem, man. And Dijkstra's was like the first thing that came to my mind. I feel like it should be okay, but Clearly, I'm having some issues. It's alright, it does work. It's a little bit slow, but this thing makes it better. Easy clap. I'm like the worst. The bottom 7%. Hey, Enrosis, what's happened? Alright, so this guy, Sonny Johnson, what's happened? Sonny Johnson telling me I can do it a lot better by pre-computing all 26 shortest paths at once. It's using a 26 by 26 distance matrix. The key reason this solution stays efficient. Yes, I think it was a lot slower because I was like computing the same source to target paths in Dijkstra's, even if I've already seen it. So I did this 26 by 26 distance matrix to like cache those results from the Dijkstra's, and it seems to be fast enough for this problem. I just use Floyd-Warshalls. I don't even know Floyd-Warshalls, man. I think I might have done a Floyd-Warshall once in my life back in 2021 or something, you know. That's not like an algorithm that stays on my mind, really. But maybe I should think about when to use those things, man. To me, Dijkstra's was the first thing that jumped out because it was like single source, shortest path algorithm, except you're doing it a shitload of times. So maybe Dijkstra's wasn't the right call there, but that's the first thing I thought about for sure. The Bruce Sales, what's happened? How you doing? All right, let's see what some people are saying out here in the solutions. Easy, Floyd-Warshall. Oh, multi-source BFS and Dijkstra. Old man be like super inefficient Dijkstra with caching. Let me see what this Dijkstra's is. So, Floyd-Warshall. I don't know what that means. Once matrix D is computed, Floyd-Warshall is like n cubed, right? Or something. But since it's only 26 nodes, 26 times 26 times 26 is chill, right? That's only, yeah, that's a real small number. I don't even know if that's true about Floyd-Warshall's time complexity. Well, it's a little bit different, I guess. N plus 26. What? Anyways, did you hear the Banana Man cart guy got impacted by layoffs? Man's went to grab a banana in the morning but got nothing but air. Dang, what you talking about? Who's the Banana Man cart guy? The cart guy. Alright, what are we doing now? Should I do the virtual contest? Zon has banana cart. You can Google it. I know about the bananas, but I don't know. I never seen Amazon banana carts. How's it look, man? It's like this. Is this guy right here? Are you saying they laid him off for real? Dang, seems crazy. I guess they have tons of banana stands. Why give you bananas, man? Are they calling y'all code monkeys? Hey, do monkeys even eat bananas in the wild? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. Brent Arata, how you doing? No more free bananas. times are tough. Alright, weekly contest, virtual contest time. It was this one? Yeah. Frugality, bro. Why I give free meals when you can just give banana? I don't know. I only know about free meals, and I like it. But I think having so much free food makes you kind of eat too much. All right, let's do this virtual contest that I missed, that I purposely missed. All right, minimum prefix removal to make arrays strictly inc. Hey, did I do this one already? No. I don't think I did. You are given an integer array nums. You need to remove exactly one prefix, possibly empty from nums. Return an integer denoting the minimum length of the removed prefix such that the remaining array is strictly increasing. Alright. 10 to the 5th, 100,000. How are we gonna do this? Minimum number. Should we just binary search? That's what I think of immediately. Like, yeah, should I just start implementing that? You binary search on where it should be good, and then if it's good, you try a smaller index, and if it's bad, you try a larger index or something. Let me try that real quick. How are we gonna binary search, man? So I guess left would be 0, right would be n, and then these are midpoints. How do you do? Is that the formula? And then what? And then we gotta check if it's valid. Then try smaller. And then how do you try smaller? That means we gotta bring down the right side. And then if it's good, wait, if it's not valid, we should try erasing more numbers. So that means we gotta bring up the left side. Yeah. Can you do that, man? And we just gotta make... Am I talking nonsense with this binary search? We'll see. How do you validate? I guess you can just start at that index and then check that everything is increasing. So if you guess 0, that's how many... Then you start at index 0 to make sure everything is in... Yeah, so that's what that is. And then we're going to check, I guess, n minus 1. We're going to check if nums I plus 1 is smaller than or equal to the current number. That means we're not strictly increasing, and we can just return false. Otherwise, down here we return true. Should we try it? I don't know. Let's see. Is there always going to be an answer? Who knows? 430 430. Should I send it? Yeah, I'm gonna send it. too easy. Q1. All right, what's next? Q2, rotate non-negative elements. You are given an integer array nums and an integer k. Rotate only the non-negative elements of the array to the left by k positions in a cyclical manner. All negative elements must stay in their original positions and must not move. After rotation, place the non-negative elements back into the array in the new order, filling only the positions that originally contained non-negative values and skipping all negative positions. Return the resulting array. What are you talking about, man? We get nums, and what's k? An integer k. We need to rotate only non-negative elements to the left by k. Play. All right. This was a stupid implementation boggling question. All right, hold on. Let me think about it. Impressive, Simon, Sonny Johnson. Thanks. But Q1's usually easy, man. All non-negative positions stay in their thing. So then, why can't I just make a new array, extract all the non-negative numbers out, and then rotate that by k mod whatever? And then put them back in. Can I do that? Let me try. Or non-negatives. So I'm iterating through. Wait, let me think. Yeah, so I collect. All right, let me start. I guess drawing some things out. So our non-negatives would be 1 and 3, right? 1, 3. And then we need to rotate to the left 3 times. So if we rotate once, it's like 3, 1, 2, and then 3, right? And then put them back in, just like that. So now since this is 2, we can take k mod 2, and that's 1. So then it's just like rotate them 1 time to the left. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna do that. So if this is non-negative, then I'm gonna just call it NN, non-negative. Is that a good name? Or no, I need a better name. Candidates. Mine was nons. Wait. Hold on. What am I trying to do here? K equal to, is it K mod N? And then now new order. I don't even know what I'm doing, man. So we need to shift them to the left k times. And if it goes I know there's a nice math way to do this, but I'm gonna just do it the caveman way, where I'm gonna say if I is greater than k, no, if I is less than k, then the new position is man, how do you do a cyclical thing? So if we have, these are indices, and I gotta move this index, I gotta shift it left 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is n minus k minus I. No. N minus k minus I. Is that how it should be? Let's plug in some numbers. So n here would be 6. Oops, dang. N would be 6, right? You get lazy and mod. Hey, I don't know them formulas, man. I need a cheat sheet. So I'm trying to derive it from without Googling, I guess. So k would be 4, and then what's I here? 1. What's that? 6 minus 5. No, 6 minus 3. What's 6 minus 3, man? 3. That don't look right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is right. This looks right, man. You guys talking about I'm gonna just do that. This is super caveman. I'm a little bit embarrassed to do that. I'm not gonna lie, man. I should not be doing things like that in public. Alright, so now wait, what am I doing? For every number in nums, I'm gonna be like, if that number is greater than or equal to 0, then let's see. -3, -2, something. -3, -2, 7, and 6. Looks good to me. Should I send that? I'm gonna send it. Come on, man. Who divided by 0? Come on. Why are they gonna give me a test case like that, man? Jesus Christ. Anyways. Hopefully it works now. Yeah. Yeah, I never thought about zeros there. Alright, what's next? Pythagorean distance nodes in a tree. You are given an integer n and an undirected tree with n nodes numbered from 0 to n minus 1. The tree is represented by a 2D array edges of length n minus 1 where edges I equal uv indicates that there's an undirected edge between u and v. You are also given 3 distinct target nodes x, y, and z. For any node u in the tree, let dx be the distance from u to node x. Let dy be the distance from u to node y. Let dz be the distance from u to node z. The node u is called special if the three distances form a Pythagorean triplet. Return an integer denoting the number of special nodes in the tree. A Pythagorean triplet consists of three integers, a, b, and c, which when assorted in ascending order satisfy a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The distance between two nodes in a tree is the number of edges on the unique path between them. What did they just ask me? Not too sure. X, Y, and Z. What are these numbers? Oh, those are our target nodes. Okay. And then, what are these edges? These edges just says there is a path. Wait, what do we want, man? What are they talking about? How many nodes for any node u? Okay, how many nodes in the tree are that distance away? I see. Honestly, the way you react after reading the problem, everyone did in the same in the contest. Yeah, I think I kind of get what they're saying now. Rudy, what's happened from YouTube? What's popping? And the Eighth Sin, how you doing? And Karan Rahul, how you doing, man? Yes, I did consider the cyclic thing, but I don't know how to do that properly. Maybe I should try and learn it. But let's try and do this problem. So they're asking us how many special nodes are in the tree. So we got to figure out each node and their distance from x, y, and z. But there's a shitload of nodes. Well, a normal amount. 100,000 nodes. How are we gonna do this? For sure, we have to build an adjacency list. And then what? For each node, we compute its distance to nodes 1, 2, and 3. Node 0, which has distances 1, 1, and 1, because it's right next to each node. So 1, 1, 1 does not satisfy the Pythagorean condition. 0, 2, 2 does satisfy it because that. Man, how the hell am I gonna know this? To each node? Is this a triple Dijkstra? I mean, is this like a Dijkstra's contest where you just Dijkstra's from the target nodes to everything, really? So we have 3 Dijkstras, kind of like what we did in the daily problem. And then, once you got that triple Dijkstra, then you just go through all the nodes and check their distances, right? That sounds like it, man. Why wouldn't that be it? Why wouldn't that be it? That wouldn't be it because Because there's no weighted distance, man. You don't, why would you need Dijkstra's if you don't have any weights? That's silly. Am I just thinking Dijkstra's because I just implemented one? In that case, then it's just triple BFS from each of these nodes to, I need a triple BFS, and you just store the distances, and then you go through, you sort them, and you check which ones are Pythagoras like. Let me try and implement that though. So first things first, adjacency list. Vector int size n. Next, build the adjacency list. How do you do that? Edges, adjacency list, and it's undirected, so that means we gotta hit them both sides like that. That's our adjacency list, yeah. And then we need to triple BFS or something. But then, how many nodes do we have? 10 to the 5th. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna say x dists, however many nodes we got, n, x, is this how I should do it, man? X, Y, Z dists. And then what, man? I guess this would kind of be like a scene also. Try to instantiate everything to -1, and that represents like not seen. I forgot how to do BFS. What are we doing? We're doing something. We got the adjacency list there. And then we need our starting node. Yeah, that's what we need. Alright, so BFS time. How does it work? We need a queue. We push, hold on, queue, and then we push the starting node. And while there's something in our queue, then we should do something. But we need to keep track of our steps or whatever, right? How can I forget the greatest algorithm known to mankind? What are you talking about, man? Union find is not the greatest one. Line sweep is the greatest algorithm known to mankind. Everybody knows that. How do you do a BFS? What do I need? Maybe I need like a queue size. And then I hit everything like that in the queue. So the front node, queue.front, pop, and then now once I visit that node, I go to all the nodes in the adjacency list. So what's my adjacency list here? Vector int. So I can just be like, for child in that, then we want to visit those things only if we haven't seen it. How do I check if we have not seen it? I guess if distance is... Oh, this means we've seen it. We should continue. Should I do a step plus one? Yes, I think so. So this is like marking it as seen. Newton Raphson? What is that? Icy Black Deep. What was I doing? Setting the distance. That's what I'm doing. And then pushing it to the queue. Anything else I gotta do? Yes, there's something else. I gotta increase increment and step. And then at the end, basically I just run the BFS 3 times, yeah? What does the BFS take in? X dist and X and Y, Z, and then now I check every node, and then I'm gonna be like what I'm gonna be like, I can just be like this, X dist I, hey, this means that there will always be connected, right? Okay, maybe. Y dist and Z dist. So then if the square root, or not the square root, if how did I do this, man? Pow. Should I use pow? Nah, that looks too crazy. I'm gonna just multiply them out like this. So if this plus that equals that, then we got a good node, or a special node. Yeah? I think so. Uh-oh. Dang. I don't think this is right. Output 0, 0, 0. Come on, man. How come we're tripping? Did I do the formula right? Let's see. 1 and 1 and 1. It can't be all ones, man. Something ain't right. Everything is 1. So that means oh shit, what does that mean, man? Clearly my BFS ain't working how I thought it should work, so everything is at -1. Is it just squaring -1? Maybe. Oh, come on. That's why it's not by reference. Come on, man. Wasting my time out here. So, what we got? Still zeros. Come on. Even though. All right, let's see one more time what it could be. Ooh, but now we get different numbers. Oh, you know what? You know what it is? I know what it is. It's step plus. Let me think actually. Yes. Maybe I need to like set that dist start equals 0. Maybe that's what we need. And then we still get the wrong answer. Hey, where am I messing up, man? I thought this would be cool. Maybe I should print all my distances. 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0, that doesn't look right, man. Does not look right. Let me think. Where could I be messing up? Should be 1, 1, 1 for. Oh, that's not. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Zero, so 0 to x is 0. 0 to 2 is 3. That ain't right. Why? All right. Why is my BFS so whack? That's what I need to figure out. Why is it whack? So I set it to 0. Oh, wait. This, no. Are you looking at it right? Test case? Oh, wait. All right. But still, hey, I'm wondering why is it not working, but it looks like it is working, man. Come on now. Thank you, Leet Whale. I'm about to go crazy over here, man. Jesus. Why I gotta try and waste my time like that? Alright, do you think it's gonna be okay? Chewbacca Bushi, thank you very much for the follow. So, alright. Am I scared of any overflows here? Could this overflow, you guys think? Technically. $50,000 times 50,000 or something, right? Is that overflowable? 4, 5, 6, 2.5. I don't know, man. I think I should just use long just to be safe. That means is that right? Can I do that? I don't want to get overflowed, man, so I'm going to put this in there and send it. It's too easy out here. I wasted so much time trying to debug something that wasn't there. I was going crazy, man. I was like, what the hell is going on? For real. But, alright, let me see if I would have... should I submit this? Yeah, who cares? Just a virtual contest. Let me see if this would overflow. I knew it, man. I knew they were gonna try and trick me like that. I sensed it, man. Anyways. I hope that didn't count against my virtual contest time, though. Doing that submit right there. Try this with unsigned ints. I don't even know how to do that. What's the just U int 32s or something? Hey, what's the unsigned int? U int 32t. In real contests, if you submit a wrong answer after you already submitted an AC, the wrong answer won't penalize you. Good to know. Can I be narrowed from that type? That's crazy, huh? Can I cast it like that? Alright, moment of truth. Just enough. Yeah, because 50k times 50k, it's like... How much is an unsigned int? Like 2.47 billion? Or int max? What's int max? 2.147. So it's like just out of reach. But what is unsigned int max? It's double that. Bumping. So yeah, I guess unsigned int should definitely work, and it did work as we calculate or we tested. Alright, man. Should we do another one? Numerical limit. Get out of here with that, man. It's too much to type. I can't even remember uint 32t, man. How am I gonna remember all that? Alright, find nth smallest integer with k 1 bits. You are given two positive integers n and k. Return an integer denoting the nth smallest positive integer that has exactly k ones in its binary representation. It is guaranteed that the answer is strictly less than 2 to the 50th power. Nth smallest positive integer. Exactly k1s in its binary representation. Can't help you on Q4, yeah. I don't know if I can do Q4. You need to do more code where exact variable sizes matter? You telling me I can't just use long for everything? Or what? What do you mean exact variable sizes? Like using the right 32-bit or whatever unsigned 32-bit, like choosing the right thing. Hey, sometimes I guess you could use like chars instead of ints or something. Or, hey, alright, it goes, a char is 8 bits, right? A boolean is like 1 bit. Is there anything between a boolean and a char? I don't know. There must be. I don't know if it has a name though. Anyways, you can't have 1 bit. Have to have a byte, which is 8 bits. Interesting. You can't have 1 bit. Is that why vector bool is so controversial in C++? Because it's not really a vector of bits. It's like the vector of bytes, and each byte has some stuff. Vector bool is an abomination. Hey, B. Kirkpatrick, what's happened? A word? Word? Yeah. Half of a byte is a nibble. Hey, is that true? Or you're just messing with me, man. And what's a 16-bit integer? Do those have like a special name? Nibble is real for real? Hey, who's coming up with these nibbles, man? Like who decided to call it a nibble? A short. That's right. I don't know this terminology. Hey, what's the difference between a long and I don't even know what a long is. Like long and long and int. I know int is like 32 bits maybe, or I guess you have int 64. Long. I just use long, but I don't even know what the hell long means, man. Why you gotta say long 2 times? Like if there's a long, is there a long? But there is a long. I just never really use. What is a long? So why the hell is a long a 32 bits, but it's the same as like an int 32? Nobody calls it a long. They just call it an integer. Anyways, man, nibble is just a smaller byte. Yeah. Spoopdy, how you doing? Might be the same as not long, right? Like, I don't know why people call it longs, man, when people already call it an integer or an int. Is there a long? Oops. Is there long? Extra long. Yeah, there needs to be an extra long. It's a song by the Beatles. These are all the dumb questions I'm like too scared to ask in real life. And I don't care enough to actually look them up, you know. Anyways, int on one 16-bit system is 16 bits. Int is not a specific length, it's whatever the system word size is. I see. You're into big int libraries at that point. Yeah. Biggie would be a good name. Hey, maybe. Dang, I can't believe I'd never heard of a nibble before. Alright, anyways. Let me try and think of this Q4, man. What do we do? So we have 64 bits and we need to find all the numbers with k bits, and then we need to find the nth smallest one. So is it just kind of like a take it or leave it? But then how do you, all right, we can take it or leave it to find every single, well, let me see. What's k? K is up to 50. So that's a whole lot of numbers, man. It's like too many numbers, man. I was thinking of like taking it or leaving it on each byte. And at the end, I don't think that would work. Is it some type of Am I capable of solving this problem? That's what I should try and figure out. Because I might not be. But so many people solved it for Q4. 2,700 people on Q4. That's a lot, man. Nothing's coming to my mind. It's like, how do you do this? Alright, let's say k was 1. Then it's easy, right? Because starting from the rightmost bit, then that, anyways, I don't know what let me write these bits down. So 16. Ah, dang. Hey, there's a bug in LeetCode contests, man. It's like the tabs don't work properly. It's like anytime I tab, it tabs that stuff too, you know? I can't tab in between things. It's so annoying. Alright, let's say we have these 5 bits. And say give us the nth with 2 bits. The lowest possible number we can make with 2 bits would just be 3, right? The next smallest number that we can make with 2 bits is 5. So I guess and then the next smallest number would be 6, like that. So how do we know, how can we go through these things? But n is really large, so we can't just linearly go through like 0 through n, man. That would time out 100% sure. That would time out. So there must be some tricky way we can do this and, you know, not go through ends, but maybe how do you know which bits to set that would give us the nth position? Is this a math problem? Or some magic bit thing. Bits be crazy. Maybe. Alright, I'll think about it for a little bit more. And then it might be too hard for me. Nth smallest. How do you get the nth smallest? Usually if I want the nth smallest something, I'd use like a priority queue. But I don't think a priority queue would pass with the size that n is here. So is it something on the bits? If there are 50 bits, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Nth smallest positive integer. All the bits set at the rightmost things would be the smallest, but then how do we progress from there? Bobo Bebow. Yeah, I'm kind of lost too, man. I'm not sure how to proceed here. Let me see this pattern. So 3. Alright, let me just draw them out. There's 3, then they say it goes to 5. Then they say it goes to 6. Then it goes to 9. And after 9, where would it go? 2 bits set only. After 9, it would go to 10. Like that. And then after 10, it would go to 12. And after 12, for sure, it's 17. So I mean, I see how the pattern works with 2 bits set. I imagine it's similar. Some type of pattern you can deduce and make some observation and then cut across to like figure out exactly. I wonder if we can figure out how many positions in each time we need to add like a new extend the bits. Like the first time the maximum bit is 2, then the maximum, yeah, maybe it's something like that. So like each time we extend the maximum set bit, that there's a relation to like how many numbers are in that maximum set bit. But I don't know if I have time to like really figure that one out, man, because this is with k equals 2, with k equals 3. I'm alright. So maybe the first, with all bits set, it would just be one number, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then with, yeah, and then we'd get to like the section that we need to, and then we figure out which bits we need to set there. I think that's how it would be, man, but I don't know. Steven Sagaball, gold is up so much, I'm scared. Why are you so scared? You think the whole world economy is gonna crash because everyone is running to put their money into gold? Or something like that? Hey, you'll be alright. I think you'll be alright if you don't hold cash, you know? That much cash. Or just go buy a bunch of canned food, man. You'll be alright. Go buy a bunch of gold. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break, man. I think I'm gonna give up on Q4. Food in gold cans, yeah. Isn't Warren Buffett holding a record amount of cash? Hey, Warren Buffett is like 100 years old, man. You gotta. I don't even know if he even cares about anything anymore. That man's about to die, you know. How old is Warren Buffett? $95 years old, man. Come on. He probably don't even know what's going on. People just be running his stuff for him, you know. There's a greedy math solution, but I use binary search and digit DP. I didn't even. Alright, binary search crossed my mind. But digit DP, interesting. I thought about digit DP and then I was like, I don't even know how to apply digit DP here, so I didn't even think about it anymore after that. Wait, what's this Q? Your Q1? Dang, that's so easy. You just start from the back, and the first. What a very nice solution. Start from the back. The first bad thing you see, that's the answer. Very good. I don't know. First thing I thought of was just binary search. Alright, what's this one? Hold on. Let me click it again. This is your Q2. Rotates elements. So you got all the nons. He rotates. Dang, there's a rotate function. Anyways. And then you put them back in. Alright. Yeah, how often am I gonna use a rotate function in real life to know about it, you know? Alright, that contest felt good, actually. That contest felt like the type of contest that I'm used to for LeetCode. It felt like a 2022 type contest, you know, not a 2025 type contest. Maybe it was too easy, some might say, these days. This was a down-to-earth contest. It was doable, yeah. 2022 was 4 years ago. Yeah, man. I'm gonna blow your mind, boss. I'm gonna use this rotate function. That's what you're gonna go to work next week and tell your people, spoopdy. Alright, let's see. I guess the thing is still going on, huh? For me. What would I have come if I have taken it? Where's my ranking? Dang, not great, huh? Too slow. Way too slow, man. People are so fast these days. Too fast, man. It doesn't even show me the time, my finish time. There we go. 41 minutes. That's why it's too slow on Q3. Wait, I use digit DP to count how many numbers less than or equal to an upper bound containing exactly k set bits. I use binary search to find the smallest upper bound where the digit DP returns count greater than or equal to n. Now, that sounds too crazy, Elite Whale. Too crazy for me. But man, based on this little thing here, it looks like this position has 1, this section has 2 numbers in there, this section has 3 numbers in there. I suspect that this section would have 4 numbers in there, and I suspect that there's some relation with how many bits you have to set and the furthest set bit, like the distance between the 2 bits and how many positions in there. So that means like every time you add a new bit, you're adding that many more positions potentially. And once you get to the position in between the ends, I think you can do a linear search after that to find out like the exact number. But I'm not good enough to know anything about math to like prove that's true, or I'm kind of lazy to even try and implement that right now. But I guess if I was more hardcore, I would try and explore this pattern a little bit more. I'm kind of curious if you can actually solve it with something like this, or maybe this pattern is only unique to k equal 2 bits set. Anyways, that would be my thoughts for that. Alright, what we're gonna do now, man. Should we do some Leet rooms? You guys want to practice some Leet rooms with me? All mediums. Here we go. Number of enclaves. What are they talking about? Count unreachable pairs of nodes in an undirected graph. Capital, gain, loss, and shortest bridge. Let's see what's up. You are given an m by n binary matrix grid where 0 represents a C cell and 1 represents a land cell. A move consists of walking from one land cell to another adjacent 4 directionally land cell or walking off the boundary of the grid. Return the number of land cells in grid for which we cannot walk off the boundary of the grid in any number of moves. Okay, so they're just asking I can do this, man. They're just asking if it's not touching the edge. Land cells not touching the edge. Got it. So I'll do that DFS style or something. Yeah, Q, you know about this problem, man. So here we go. How do you even do this again? I guess it's like R, C, this should return. I don't know how am I gonna solve it. I guess that it's like I go from the edges. So how do I go to all the edges here? Alright, for column equals 0 to column less than calls, I'm going to do the top and bottoms here. So I'm going to be like, if grid 0C is a land cell, then we should like DFS, right? If the bottom, wait, how do you do this? Rows -1 C. If that's a land cell, we should also DFS that. A len947. What's happening? I'm zero in coding. Where should I start? Ooh. Are you in school? What are your goals? Are you absolutely zero? We're practicing SQL? What are you talking about? Hold on. Let me finish this problem. So how do I DFS, man? If we're out of bounds. Return. And then we go up, down, left, right. Up, down, left, right. And then we also have to be like, if grid RC equals 0, return. And then we basically, we're gonna set that to 0. And then, so we just did the top row and the bottom row. Now we need to do the left column and the right column. So that means R equal R less than rows. And then we'll just copy and paste this part, man. So this is gonna be R0. And this is gonna be R calls -1, right? Yeah. Awesome Joe Gaming, what's happening? I started my first game last night as a beginner, a racing open world sandbox. Cool. How's that going? I'm working as a graphic designer, but I want to venture to other work. Other work like web dev or software engineering. Like what type of other work? Do you know what type of software and or programming stuff you want to learn? Or you want to be a game dev? You want to be a web dev? You want to be like a data scientist? I just after 50K bonus. That's ballin'. Does LeetCode have support for Golang? I'm sure it does, man. Go right there. Web design, Figma and stuff. Very cool. Trust me, you need to set 99 cents per month membership plan for a type Blazor, otherwise you burn savings, place ads, or deter users. Hey, smart coder, what's happening? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? I'm not trying to charge 99 cents a month for everybody. But you never know. I'm definitely burning through savings right now. What was I doing here? I'm trying to hit these DFS, and then now I can just count how many cells, basically. Alright, this is Q1 in the room that we're in. Double definition. Do a subathon? Man. Right now I'm using Claude A and Godot, or Godot, however you say that, man. Hey, what's happening, Absiyawi? How you doing? I'm from Nur. Welcome, welcome. I want to get into Unreal. I have no idea anything about game dev, man. But I also want to make a game one day. Maybe I am making a game called Type Blazer, but that's not the type of game I want to make. I want to make like a real game, not some typing game. Alright, that one was too easy, man. What else we got here? There's your $1 million. Wait, anyone can participate Type Blazer, but only members get on the leaderboard. And Don't Defense has to pay an extra $100 per leaderboard entry he wants. Yeah, that's my $1 million idea. Claude AI been easy. Nice. Software engineer, better than web dev, better than game dev. Is that the hierarchy? I mean, aren't web devs kind of like software engineers too, man? Why you put them in the category of their own? Right? Or you don't think web dev is software engineering? And why do game devs at the end there? Is it because they don't make as much money? Alright, let me see what you guys doing, man. Now, how are you gonna do 34 seconds? That's crazy. How LeetCode gonna do it in 3 minutes, man? You guys are too fast. Exclusive category just for them. They're more outsourced, right? Web dev is a subset of Sui, definitely not equal. You like? All right, I'll do Q2 if LeetCode says we should do. But I'm not gonna lie, my brain ain't working too well. It's not as trained up as it used to be on LeetCode problems, man. It takes a lot more brain juice to like solve one problem these days. All right. Q2. Count unreachable pairs of nodes in an undirected graph. You are given an integer n. There is an undirected graph with n nodes, numbered from 0 to n minus 1. You are given a 2D integer array edges where edges I equal AB denotes that there exists an undirected edge connecting nodes A and B. Return the number of pairs of different nodes that are unreachable from each other. Oh, I know this one. Because I've solved it already, but we need to find out how many groups there are, and then it's something like that. So I guess this would be like, we need to find out the total number of nodes and then how many nodes in each group. So this group has 4 nodes. That means it's 4 times 3. Let me think. Unreachable nodes. Unreachable pairs of nodes. Yes. 4 times 3 plus, wait, 12. Let me write this down. And then that would be 1 times, that should be 4 times 3, man. 1 times 6, and that's equal to 6. And then we got 2 times 5, 10. And then what does that equal for us? That equals to 28. And then since this has duplicate pairs, divide that by 2 and we get 14. Is that right, man? Is that how we're gonna do it? I think so. Just need those muscles back. Yeah, it might take a long time. After work, I have no brain juice. Lizard brain takes over until bedtime. Yeah, I got no brain juice right now, Spoopdy. I've been working all day, man. Working on my secret project, making big progress today on my secret project. I'm super excited, man. I'm like making way more progress than I thought I'd make. I'm basically like 10 days in. Not even. Yeah, I'm about 10 days into my adventure, I guess you could call it that. And I think I've made more progress than I expected in those 10 days. So I can't wait for the rest of the however many more days I have in this work session. I'm going to be working until sometime in May. Like streaming on weekdays and stuff until May. And then sometime in May, I'm going to go away for like a month and then come back. Take a little break, you know, cash out some vacation hours. All right, what are we doing? We're trying to figure out the size of the dang groups. So how do we know things belong to a group? First for sure, we need to make an adjacency list. Unpaid vacation, yeah. I'm going on unpaid vacation, man. Does that mean IRL streams for us? It could mean IRL streams. I've kind of wanted to do some IRL streams, but I'm too scared, man. Or maybe scared isn't the right word. I'm too lazy. Too scared. I don't know. IRL stream sniped. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that, man. Not really, I think. Alright. I'm trying to group these dang things, so adjacency lists. It's undirected, yeah. So build this adjacency list. And what do we do next? Next we gotta figure out which dang groups they belong to. So geez. I forget how to do LeetCode, man. I guess we can just have like some big thing. Vector bool. Everybody loves a vector bool, man. So if we haven't seen this, then we should basically just DFS. Yeah. Sai Gino, what's happening? Welcome. Nice screen setup and quality. Thank you very much. What's for dinner? I had a bagel for dinner. I had a lox bagel that I made myself. But I might eat a second dinner after I stream real late. Alright, how are we gonna work this DFS? I don't know yet. I gotta think about it. Locks fancy. Sure he's still not in New York? Hey man, they got locks everywhere in the world. Maybe I just ate that because I miss. Well, man, those dang lox bagels are so expensive. They're like $17 for one in New York. But I just made one at home for like, you know, a lot less. I don't know how much, but it's for sure not $17. The only thing I'm missing is the dang capers. I should buy some capers. How do you even DFS, man? So for every child in the thing, I guess we just visit the child. We mark it as seen, right? We DFS the child, but then if we already seen that, we should just continue. Otherwise, go there. And then, I guess we should try and think about the size of that group. So for every DFS, we will return red plus or size plus 1. So that means if they don't have any children in here, then it will just count the current node. Yeah. Yes, I think this would be okay. So then this group size is that, and then the answer, what's the answer? Long. So if the group size is that, then the answer is just going to be adding the total nodes. That's cur times others. Is that right, man? I don't even really know, to be honest. Should I cast this to a long just to make sure nothing crazy happens? Unsigned long, just regular long. What you talking about? Is this how you solve this problem, man? That's what we gotta figure out. No. Oh, I forgot to divide it by 2, man. I forgot. Look, I even wrote it down. Alright, you think this is gonna work? I'm unsure. I think I always forget something until I hit submit. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's not how the formula works. It works like this, you know? But I'll submit anyways. It's too easy. Alright, what's next? Q3? Let's say Q3 is a SQL problem. I don't know SQL, but I'm like, I'd try it, you know? Oh, Brett is in the house. What's happening, Brett? Should I do the Q3? So they got stock name, operation day is a primary key. Each row of this table indicates that the stock, which has the name stock name, had an operation on the day, operation day with the price. It's guaranteed that each sell operation for a stock has a corresponding buy operation in a previous day. It is also guaranteed that each buy operation for a stock has a corresponding sell operation in an upcoming day. Write a solution to report the capital gain loss for each stock. Nah, I can't do that, man. I don't know SQL like that. I will skip Q3. Yeah. Alright, Q4, shortest bridge. You are given an n by n binary matrix grid where 1 represents land and 0 represents water. An island is a 4-directionally connected group of ones not connected to any other ones. There are exactly 2 islands in grid. You may change zeros to ones to connect the 2 islands to form 1 island. Return the smallest number of zeros you must flip to connect the 2 islands. I can do this. I can do this one for sure. This is a multi-source BFS, right? I just add everything from one thing to the next one, man. And then I just gotta reach the next one. So let's try it. First, I like, for grid problems, I always do rows, columns, man. It's just a habit that I have. First thing is I want to label the islands differently. So instead of having them all be ones, I want one of them to be 1 and one of them to be 2. So I'm going to iterate over each cell. And the first one that I see, I'm just going to label that one as 2. So if grid is a 1, then let's see if then we just DFS. Yeah, and then in this DFS we're not doing anything except I don't know what. I guess we check out of bounds. So if row is less than 0 or column is less than 0, I don't usually write my out of bounds like this. I don't know why I did it like this right now. I usually do rows R in one line and then col in the next line. I don't ever do them both like this. But I think it should still be okay. Alright, so if we're out of bounds, do nothing. If it's a 1, then no. I guess if it's a 0, we should also do nothing. And then we can set it to A2. And then we just DFS up, down, left, right. So this is gonna mark 1 island to 2, and I guess after the first thing we should just break or something. I don't even know how. Yeah, so after we DFS, I'm just gonna break here. That way we don't mark the next island. So after we do this thing right here, we should have 2 separate islands, or 1 labeled with 1s and 1 labeled with 2s. Actually, I'm just gonna queue up everything in this first DFS into the multi-source thing. I don't even know if I had to label them as 2, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, maybe I need to create a scene thing of size rows, of size calls, and then we need a queue. And then I'm gonna, how do you do a multi-source thing? No such thing. What's happening? You forgot set found island. Oh, you're right. Thank you. You're right. Thank you. So yeah, I was saying here, I'm actually just gonna push these RCs to our grid, and I'm pretty sure I'll just keep them marked like this as seen, just to be safe, man. But I'll also mark them in this as seen, right? So that's our DFS. In our DFS, we're doing two things. We're marking the island, and we're also creating our multi-source BFS by pushing all of those coordinates into our queue. So once we build our queue, then here we can just run our queue and multi-source until we find the next island. And then the first time we hit that next island, that's the minimum steps or minimum zeros we need to flip to connect the two islands. Unless there is only... Alright, there are exactly two islands. Blue Cactus AI, what's happening, man? Alright, so now we got that dang queue built. Let's run that while loop. So while there's something in our queue, let's do this. This is how many steps we're taking. This is how many things in our queue. So I make an int queue equal queue size here instead of just using queue size directly like that, because in this for loop I'll be adding things to our queue, and if we're adding things to the queue, then this queue size thing changes and then it will like keep going. So I don't want that. I actually want to like exhaust everything in our queue and then increment our step. It's kind of like the layer of an onion thing. So this is gonna peel the whole layer off that queue before we go to the next layer that's 2 steps away. So here we go. Our current node is gonna be in the front of the queue. What are we doing, man? We're just trying to reach where grid equal 1, yeah? Yeah, so I'm gonna be like, if grid RC equal 1, we're there. Return how many steps it took to get here. Otherwise, should I make directions here? Vector int dirs. These are our directions. We can go up. That's up. We could go left. 0, -1, that's left. We could go right. 0, 1, and then we can go down. Those are our directions. So then, alright. So here we go through every direction, and then the new R is that new C. What are you doing? We gotta check out a bounce here before we add it to the queue. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I forget. So this is checking out of bounds. Otherwise, mark it as seen. and then we add it to our queue. Can't believe you don't put a space before the open in parentheses. What do you mean, like right here? That's crazy. People do that? Like right there? Nah, that looks whack. That looks so whack. Or are you talking about somewhere else? For real? Do you put one here too? I don't know. That looks so weird though. This looks strange. I don't know. Is that how I used to do it at Google? Actually, I don't really pay attention. I don't pay attention to my style. I just type however it flows from my fingertips, and then I just hit the auto format when I'm like doing real work. But I actually don't do any real work anymore, man. AI just does everything for me. Anyways, let's see if that works. I'm pretty sure I have some typos somewhere. Who put return 0, man? What did I do wrong? Why is that tripping, man? I thought for sure this was gonna be alright. Let me think. What could this error be? Who knows what's pair int. That looks alright to me. Unless it's going infinite because I don't check. Dang, I'm still wrong with everything. Stratus -1. Steps -1. I don't know. I'm gonna submit that anyways. Dang, Brett did the SQL problem. That's crazy. And memory limit exceeded. That's crazy too, man. I must be doing something silly, huh? That's crazy. I feel like I'm tripping. Let me think. The issues in the BFS. Yes, it is in the BFS. Memory limit exceeded. Come on now. Alright, this room was easy-ish. Nothing too crazy in that room. Shake off some BFS rust. Alright, what time? 11:21. I'm slowly getting back into algorithm form. Hey, should we look at Brett's sequel? I didn't know Brett was a sequel connoisseur, man. Let me see. That's crazy. Oh shit. Smart Coder wants to do a little racing. Hey, for real? This is so simple. What happens at midnight? That's when I end stream. Oh, so you can send a case. Then it's negative price. Otherwise, it's positive price. Dang. Didn't know that? Wait, what? Didn't know what, Brent? Midnight ends. Oh, yeah. Midnight Eastern time. That's when my stream ends. Dang. Alright. Type Racer. Yeah, I can't wait to get Type Blazer up. Type Blazer is coming real soon, man. Hopefully within like a week or something. I think it's going to be a great project. Hey, am I here? I'm here. First race warm up, second race championship round. Everybody knows that, man. Right? Let's go. Warm up round. Man, I made so many typos in that dang thing. That's crazy. Alright, I forgot to message the Discord. Let me do that real quick. Hey, this is fun. Love the wrap on your car. Thank you. Hey, where are you a guest? Blue Cactus AI is the guest up in here, man. Come on now. Do you program that yourself? No, this Type Racer? No, not this one. But I am working on my own typing game to replace Type Racer. I'm tired of using Type Racer. That was really close. That was a warm-up, man. It's about to be real serious in the championship round. This one looks hard, though. Alright. Let's go. Let us go. That was a hard one, man. 94 WPMs, Q. Not even a triple, yeah. Not even a triple digit, man. Crazy. I'm ashamed to put that on the board, Q. Ban Q? No, that's crazy talk. Alright, here we go. Type Racer Championship. Q with a 94 WPMs, man. What kind of slow champion is that? Alright, here are the Type Racer leaderboards. Latest champ is Q Ultimus, and that was his 33rd win in this since we've been tracking history since 2022, even though we started type racing in 2021. Alright, very good, Q. Number 4 amount of wins ever. Dang, what's next, man? 11:30. Should I do more problems? No. I'm all problemed out today. Oh, Jesus. Clash of Code? Nah, man. I'm all problemed out. Didn't hear me, Elite Whale? Can't do any more problems, man. You want to see my website? My website I'm working on. I'm trying to catalog all the problems I've ever solved on stream. I haven't been doing too much cataloging, but I try, you know. I'm gonna get this done eventually. Buying any stocks today? Nah, I don't have any money, man. What else am I working on this website? I'm working on a few things. You'll see them soon. Where's all my money? Most of it Google stock, I'd say, or in index funds. Am I rich? I'm not rich, man. I'm definitely not rich. Alright, guys, what should we do? Where is your website? My website is right here. Oops. There's a link. midnightsimon.com. Me, Sven. Thank you very much for the follow. This website I use to keep track of subscribers over the years. Other LeetCode streamers can ask me a question here, and I'll answer it maybe next time I stream. Oh, this section I want to like show all the previously asked questions and also put a link to the VOD when I answer the questions. So I'm working on that as well. That should be coming soon on the website. What else is here? We got LeetCode rankings for everybody who put their LeetCode information in the website. We've got a list of topics that I think are important for learning LeetCode or algorithms. Still a work in progress. I want to like actually put some material down and not just a quick one sentence description of the algorithm or the data structure, you know. So that's in the works. Some other exciting things are in the works that I haven't publicly said, but they are exciting. Yeah. What else can I talk about? Trade crypto? No, I don't trade crypto. I just have a little bit of cash. I buy plants, yeah. I'm trying to trade plants right now, smart coder. That's what I'm trying to do, man. Hey, look at all my plants. Some of them are dying. Like these ones, they're kind of yellow. I don't know. This one here is doing pretty good still. Trade Blaze Pascal plants. Hey, it's 2026. You don't gotta grow those things anymore, man. You just go to the store and buy that. Setup looks nice. Thank you, Arik. You got an accent. Hey, everybody has an accent. Like, I don't know if you realize, but everybody in the world has an accent. So yeah, I have one too. Code Slayer, thank you very much for the follow. I invest in tulips. Oh yeah? Well, I don't know anything about tulips, man. Yeah, I'm trying to fill out my shelves with so many plants, but first I need to keep them alive, you know? I killed racism with one sentence? That's not racism, man. But I don't know. I guess growing up, everybody would say that to me. Oh, hey, you got an accent. You got an accent. And in my mind, I'm thinking, no, man. You got the accent. I don't got the accent. You got the accent, man. You guys got the American accent or Bombaclot. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm from. I'm from Jamaica. I saw another site, Colf.dev, that was like LeetCode but vibe coding. Just thought I would share. How you gonna vibe code LeetCode, man? Golf is that combine LeetCode, code golf, and prompting. Your task is to prompt your way to the shortest solution to a given set of code challenges. The less tokens you use in the prompt and the code output, the higher you rank. Interesting. I'm not like a serious vibe coder like that, man. And then how, like, do you even control how many tokens it uses? Isn't that kind of like random or something? Since everything is so non-deterministic or whatever. I'm making LeetCode about social elements, so I saw it and wanted to share. Hey, thanks for sharing. Hey, there's a lot of people on this site, man. How can we get to the bottom without clicking 1,000 times? How do you... think I can... It's only max 200. How many people on this site, man? Less than 1,000? Should we binary search? About 750 people, 700 people on the site. 780 people maybe? 782 people maybe? 781 or so people on the site. What am I looking at? I'm looking at whatever site's leaderboard that was. And just trying to figure out how many people actually took a challenge. Can't see my screen. Come on, man. My bad. I was looking at this vibe coding thing, and I was looking at their leaderboard, and I noticed that it had a thing, and I could hit load more each time, and I was like, man, I'm not trying to click that 100 times. So I opened up the network thing. Basically, I just went to their API. I just hit their API and like binary search to see how many people were on it. And I was just changing the offset. So I binary searched and I got to 781 people for like the last person or so. That's what I was doing, man. Yeah. But that's a lot of people, right? Algorithms being put to use, yeah. So whoever said Like LeetCode doesn't matter in the real world, or what's the point? That's the point, man. You know how to use algorithms. Yeah, first I was doing a linear approach where I just clicking load more each time, loading 50 chunks, and then I hit them with the log n. You know what I'm saying? Alright. What are you doing? Should I do anything, or should I just call it quits early tonight? Since I'm streaming like 2 times a day, Some days at least. Can you sing to us? What song you want me to sing to you? I like singing. But not on stream, man. Not on stream. Sing some Tupac. I don't know any Tupac. Anyways. Sing some ABBA. I don't know any ABBA, man. I don't know anything. What bands do I know? I don't know anything. Nice to meet you. Hey, Me7. Me-Sven. How do you say your name? I don't know, but nice to meet you as well. See you later, man. Take care. Any suggestions on headphones? I usually buy $10 trash ones and need a suggestion. What type of headphones do you like, Q? Like over the ear ones, the in the bud one, or earbuds, or what headphones? I don't know. Do you have any open back headphones? I recently got into open back headphones, and they're interesting. Maybe like, man, what headphones do I have? I forget the name. Not these. I don't have expensive headphones. I have like a cheap version of these, man. The 600s maybe. No. I don't remember. Open back are different. Have you tried? Sennheiser. Yeah. I shovel snow with open back headphones. I just tried them for the first time maybe 3-4 years ago. Open back are good if you're in a quiet place. Closed back if there's noise. Biggest cups you can get are the best. Sometimes, alright, I got some big headphones, but sometimes I wish they're not that big because they're too big, man. Especially when I'm moving around. They're too heavy on my head for extended periods of time. Like if I wear headphones too long, it hurts the top of my head, man. I don't like wearing headphones too long. I just need something I can use while I ride my e-bike. Is that safe, man? I don't like to listen to music or anything when I'm on the streets. I like to listen to my surroundings, you know? So much more comfortable if they're not even touching your ears. Yeah, I guess I agree with that. But even like walking on the streets, I don't like to not be able to hear what's going on around me. Especially in New York. There's so many crazy people in New York, man. I wanna be able to hear them before they sneak up on me. I feel unsafe on the streets with headphones. Yeah. Unless it's like some open back headphones and the volume isn't too loud, I feel I can still hear everything. So, are you in New York? No, I'm not in New York, man. When I used to live there. I live in a place where stuff only happens once in a while. But even not even like crazy people only, but traffic as well. I like to be able to hear cars rolling up or driving, you know, buses and things like that, big trucks coming. Same when traveling. Yeah, I'd say the only place I really listen to my headphones is probably on an airplane, where I don't care about hearing anything in the airplane. I actually don't want to hear anything in the airplane, man. I don't want to hear no babies crying. I don't want to hear the announcements on the thing, because who cares what the announcement says? If they're trying to tell us we're gonna crash, who cares? We're all gonna die anyways, you know. So that's how I feel about headphones. But I have been wearing my headphones when I shovel snow lately. What am I looking at, man? Plane hijack? Don't care. Don't need to know that, yeah. You only have to listen if you on the exit door row. Oh yeah, I don't like to be in the exit row because too much responsibility. Alright guys, I think that's it. You're not gonna die if you pay attention when they tell you how to buckle your seatbelt. No, we don't. Man, it's not 1960 anymore. Everybody knows how to buckle the seatbelt, right? Like, everybody's been on an airplane now, kinda. My gold is up so much. Hey, did you buy physical gold, Steven Sagiball? Or are you talking like you got some gold stocks or whatever? 100K, you're rich, man. That's crazy. Steven Sagiball, one of the richest people in chat. Ain't your gold until you sell? What? 10K in 3 days. That's nice, man. What are you gonna do with all that money? Yeah, it's technically his until he sells. Kind of want to sell. I don't know how it's going up so much. Yeah, I don't know anything, man. But I like gold. I like gold jewelry, gold things. I like gold chains. I got lots of gold jewelry, man. Maybe I listened to too much rap music when I was growing up or something. Cause nah, even when I was a baby, my mom bought me a gold chain when I was a baby. I called gold about a year ago. When it's cloudy, people invest in umbrellas. Only 3 days. We're here learning. Yeah, we're trying to vibe code, man. Can we see the chain? You guys want to see my chain? I have a little chain. It's not. I waited this morning. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've had this chain for 12 years. 500K. I bought this chain. What carat? It's 18 karat gold. It's 6mm Italian gold. It was. Hey, Shiznits from YouTube. What's happening, man? I bought this in 2014 for around $2,000, man. And people are telling me, why am I wasting my money on a gold chain back then? I was like, shut up, man. You don't know what you're talking about. And now it's worth a lot more than I paid for it. And I bought my brother one too. So I bought me one of these chains, and I bought my brother a very similar chain, just slightly smaller in millimeters. I think I got 6mm, and I got my brother a 4mm one. And man, I'm happy about those things. Is that an emerald? No, it's jade. Jadeite. Midnight Sam would be rich if he melted that chain down. Yeah, I don't think I'm trying to do that, man. Cash out your gold and buy lotto tickets. Hey, that's a crazy. Hey, imagine I actually did that and then I won the craziest lotto. I'd have to give you some money, Icy Black Deep, if that happened. Anyways, it's time for me to go yet. I gotta wake up early to do some vibe coding. Yeah, what other I guess I have this gold ring, but this isn't like gold. This is like a aura ring. I have a gold. This is gold. I have a nose ring. I don't think that's worth too much though. I have a gold bar? Dang, where do you buy a gold bar? I guess Costco sells gold bars sometimes. Sell my wedding ring? It's not even worth that much. Hey, you know I bought my wedding ring and then I got reimbursed for my wedding ring because I used my HSA to pay for this ring since it's a aura ring and it's like a health ring. So like, yeah, man, I'm gonna buy this dang ring. I'm gonna get paid out by my HSA. That's what I'm about, man. Costco gold bars are amazing. You get 3% back. Bumping. Most unromantic thing ever. You're right. Gold watch? No, I don't have a gold watch. I don't have anything else gold, man. Where can I find... Hey, I've always wanted to find some gold in the wild. You know, like how they did back in the day in the rivers with the little sifting thing. You're never supposed to withdraw from HSA? Why not, man? Hey, my first year at Google, I didn't know what the hell I was signing up for, but I signed up for some type of special HSA thing where it's like if you don't use that money in the year, you lose it. It was like $2,000 I contributed to this dumb thing, man. And an FSA, I forget what it was, but man, I found somebody to help me out, and I bought like $2,000 worth of contacts and prescription lenses and stuff, and then I had to sell them. Anyways, I gotta go, man. Can treat it as retirement. Yeah. I try not to use my HSA money, but sometimes I do. I screwed money on betting on steak. What? I also bought a $1,000 mattress thinking my FSA could help, and my FSA is only for glasses. Yay. Hey, you can buy some crazy glasses though with the FSA, man. There's like some website where you look at just like computer vision glasses, right? And then you can go buy like a Burberry glasses or some crazy expensive designer glasses that don't even do anything except block blue light. So if you get tricked into sign up for this FSA thing for your first corporate job and you got to figure out how to spend that money or lose it, man, go buy some Burberry blue light blocker computer vision glasses and buy like 10 of them or 5 of them and then sell them on eBay or something, or make an eye doctor friend, yeah, or do something, man. I listened to so much Gucci Mane growing up. Funny to hear you listen to rap. Hey, why is that funny? Everybody in the whole world listen to rap, man. I don't really know anything about Gucci Mane. Rap is American culture, yeah, but American culture is like worldwide. Alright, who are we gonna raid? It's a new millennium. Lil Wayne. Anyways. Yo, who is this guy, man? It's dressed up so crazy. Alright, let's find some LeetCoders. Hey, where's all the LeetCode streamers, man? What happened to Bobby Blue? What happened to Pat's Hello World, man? What happened to whoever else used to stream LeetCode? Pat 2 big game for us now? What does that mean? Yeah, what happened to LeetCoach? Or Bobby's too broke to afford computer. Bobby Blue has a job, man. LeetCode streams aren't cool anymore? Apparently. Nobody cares about LeetCode. Have you seen those Rain Neo Air 3 Pros? I don't know what you're talking about. Wakara 101? Who's that? That's who you want to raid? Game dev? We don't do game dev here, man. Bobby just got a job offer from Okta. Bumping, man. That's big ballin'. Ain't you heard of working poor? Who's working poor? If you raid him, I will gift him $50 to open Pokemon pack. Dang, you're rich, I guess. I guess if you're willing to gift this person $50, I'll raid them. Chi-Chi's on vacation. Yeah, that's just Chi-Chi. Yeah, where's Chi-Chi at? Alright, we're gonna go raid this guy. And Steven Saggyball says he's gonna gift $50. Hey, if you lying to us, man, we're gonna have to punish you somehow. Hey, who? Warka? What is this guy working on? Alright, anyways, I created the raid. I'm out of here. Alright, Elite Whale, Steven Saggyball. See you next time, man. Hey, Shiznits. I'll see you next time, too. From YouTube. Smart Coder. Adios, amigo. Q Ultimus. Blue Cactus AI. Bobo B Bow. Adios, fellas. Icy Black Deep. Have a good night, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. Javier D. See you tomorrow. Dumpy Don. Adios, amigo. Everybody else, whoever else lurking out there. Saiji Null. Have a good night. Sorcerer. See you next time. Brett, if you're still around. Adios. Everybody else. Who else is out here? I think that's it, right? Anyways, tomorrow I'll be on 10 a.m. Eastern time for vibe coding. We've been making really good progress. Can't wait. That's all I think about now is finishing my projects. See you next time, guys.